Hi guys, and welcome to my video. I'm filming today and I feel great about it, but I thought I'd do like my daily makeup routine for you, like the makeup I've been wearing a lot recently. And I'm sorry if there's a lot of noise. The window is open and I live right next to a road where cars drive by constantly, so I'm sorry about that, but I'm gonna do like a get ready with me kind of video. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. So I'm gonna be using this small professional as my primer around here. And then press it in where I have the most, like the biggest pores. That's usually where I do it. I'm then taking my Fit Me foundation in number 105, which is in Natural Ivory. I think this is the lightest one. And I'm just doing a pump on the back of my hand, and then using my fingers. I'm just gonna dot it and then use my fingers to blend it in. I find that you get a light coverage, but the most natural one when you blend in with your fingers. And I like that in summertime. It still covers a lot, but it just looks way more natural. And I feel like it doesn't feel as cakey when you use your fingers. And even though I've applied the foundation with my fingers and I love it, I usually take a stippling brush and just go over it, just to make sure there's no hard edges anywhere at all. Yeah. I just changed position a bit just because I feel like it's easier when I have my mirror there and you can see me there. So I hope that's okay. Then I'm taking my Maybelline Instant Anti-Aging Effect Concealer. And this is in number 1, I think. It's in German, so I don't know what it says, but I believe it's number 1. And I'm just covering up my spots with this one very lightly, and I don't want to cake them up, my spots. I just want to cover them a little bit, and I think this is perfect because it's not a very thick concealer at all. I'm also just gonna apply that in the inner corner of my eye, because that's where I tend to get like dark, and that's when you can see you're tired. Then I just take my fingers and blend that out. It's funny how I prefer to use my fingers in summertime compared to winter. In winter I like to use any tools. I don't like to get my finger dirty when it's winter time, which is probably weird. Am I the only one though? Now that that's done, I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me concealer in number 15. And I found out that this is not the lightest color. You can get a number 10. But I'm just going to lightly use that under my eyes, around my nose area again. A little bit of highlighting on my forehead and down the bridge of my nose, and Cupid's bow. And for this, I'm taking a foundation brush, just like a flat foundation brush. I find that this is the best brush I have and have ever tried to blend out any concealer. I've tried so many brushes to do that, but a foundation brush like this, I feel like, is the best. And then next I'm going to take my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in Sandstorm. And just very lightly on a fan brush. Oh, I'm gonna have something in my eye. I'm gonna take just a little bit of powder and dab that under my eyes, just to set the concealer, so it doesn't crease throughout the day. And I'm not really gonna set any more. Just a little bit in my T-zone though. Next, I'm gonna do my eyebrows, and I'm just gonna brush through them before I do anything else. And for that, I'm just using an old mascara wand, really. And I'm using my e.l.f. eyebrow kit in eyebrow kit in Ash, and I'm using the gel. And I'm just using a angled brush from Sephora. And then really all I do is just lightly stroke. I don't want to give them any other shape or make them look more dramatic. I just want to give them a little bit of color so they kind of match my hair color a little better. And I feel like if I don't do my eyebrows, I kind of look a little sick, like I have a flu. It makes me pale like that, and I feel like they're not even, so I'm just gonna go back in with the wand and just comb through them like that, and now I feel a lot better. I'm just gonna quickly put on my blush, and I'm using the e.l.f. Baked Blush in Peachy Cheeky. And this is a really good blush because it has like a lot of shimmer in it, so you don't really need to do like a highlighter. So that means one less product. So I like to have like a nice flush of color in my cheek, just because I kind of use this blush or my blushes to kind of contour, because I have really defined cheekbones by nature. So if I use like contour or bronzing, I look like a skeleton. I look sick. I look really sick. I'm just gonna go back in with my powder brush and just lightly stroke over the blush, just to make sure there's no hard edges there as well. You want to make it look natural. Well, as natural as possible. Then for my eyes, I'm gonna go in with the Color Tattoo in Pink Gold. It looks like that. I've used it a lot already, and I don't use a primer because this sticks on incredibly well. Up to the crease, you don't want to go higher than the crease. And I just keep dabbing this on. It's not really that much, but it just gives like a nice sheen to the eyelid, I feel like. You can definitely build this up, and I would do that if this wasn't like a natural summer look. And that's it for that. Then I'm gonna go in with the Color Tattoo in On and On Bronze, also known as Back to Bronze, I think. I'm gonna go in with a fluffy crease brush and just swirl that in there, not really anything else. And then I'm gonna go in the crease. You could also, if you don't have this, you could go in with a powder over the top. It doesn't matter. I like to go a little higher than my crease, just because I have a lot of skin from my crease to my eyebrow. So just to, I don't know, minimize that a little bit, make it not look that crazy, I'm just gonna take that up. I'm also gonna take this under my eye. Just again to create some dimension. And that's really it for the eyeshadow. It's really easy. I don't use any highlight here because I feel like it can get a little bit too much when it is summer, because when you get out in the sun, you're gonna get your natural oils to mix in with the makeup, and it'll just look way more pretty instead of faking any sheen or glow on the face. Now I'm just gonna go in with this Rimmel nude eyeliner, and I'm gonna get close so you can't see anything, I'm sorry. Then for mascara, I'm gonna use this Essence I Love Extreme Crazy Volume Mascara. And this is really crazy. It has like the biggest wand, like it's bigger than my eye, and it has a lot of product on it, so I always do this. I'm not gonna curl my lashes. If you feel like you have the need to because you have lashes that look down, curl your lashes, no problem. I just wanna not do it because I don't feel like I have the need to, and I don't want to ruin my lashes just by doing that, even though I don't have to. So there, can you see that that's a lot of mascara even though I removed a ton of product before? And don't forget to do your your bottom lashes. There, that's it. Now all we have left to do is lips, and I got this lipstick yesterday and I'm already in love with it. It's the perfect peachy nude. It is the Dior Addict lipstick in number 343 Miss Dior, and it's just this really nice peachy color and I love it. And the texture is very creamy. It doesn't feel like a lipstick. It almost has like the same look as a Frost from from MAC. So that's it. I hope you liked it, and I hope you can forgive my hair. It's not working with me today, so I'm sorry about that. If there was like baby hair sticking out here, I apologize. I don't know what to do about it, but that's this look, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video. Wait, make sure to subscribe and like this, and I will see you.